So another common dynamic with couples is what I call the boss and the resentful employee. So this means that one person in the dynamic tells the other one what to do, and the other one does it and acts as a pair of hands, without a lot of decision-making capacity. This works well when one partner has a lot more self-esteem or confidence than the other. So, for example, when people meet when they're younger, the guy, often, women date guys that are a little bit older, and so they think that he knows a lot about the world, right? And so they think that maybe he knows what to do better than she does about all sorts of arenas, like where they should live or how they should parent, or how much money they should put into retirement or whatever. So she just basically does what he wants. And then as they get older, she's like, wait a sec, I don't feel like I have any autonomy. I'm a person too, and this is when this dynamic starts to struggle a little bit. Also, of course, the genders can be flipped. The woman is the one who reads all the parenting books, and she's been to therapy, so she knows, oh, here's how we talk about feelings. Here's how we're supposed to parent the kids. Here's how we're supposed to act with our friends. And the guy doesn't have any real confidence, so he just kind of goes along with it. And then what usually happens is he develops some more self-esteem, just like the woman in the prior, example, and or she gets sick of him just being a pair of hands. The very same thing that made him appealing. Now she's like, wait, I'm looking around me, and I see people who have an equal partner, like a guy who actually has a decision to can come up with something to say, can help with decisions, etc. Now, also, the guy in the previous example where the woman is the employee, well, he can also get tired of that. He looks around at his job, for example, and he sees women that are much more confident. And he says, well, I wish that I had a partner, somebody who I could talk about finances with, who I could talk about work with, who just didn't look at my word like I'm God. And so both of these bosses are... they start to become increasingly dissatisfied, and the resentful employee grows much more resentful as well. Frequently, couples counseling can help both of these couples see that they likely saw the exact same dynamic and how both of them grew up. One parent was the boss, one was the employee. It was a prior generation, so that those parents may never have interrogated their dynamic or grown dissatisfied. However, in this generation, people do. They yearn for a more egalitarian dynamic where both people are capable of autonomous decision-making, or at least contribution to joint decisions. If this sounds like you and your spouse, this would be a very good dynamic to work on in couples counseling.